Hi, Greg.
Hey, Dad.
That was an interesting afternoon, wasn't it?
Absolutely. Nice little sell-off we got.
Yeah, I've got the cumulative tick up on the screen right now, and this middle graph shows institutional buying and selling, and you can see yesterday some selling initially, steady, and then steady buying throughout the day until the end of the day where it flattened out. This morning took off very, very slow, very modest, and flattened out in about 130. It looked like it turned down and gave up really all of the net gains of buying from institutions that we saw. You can see the instantaneous, which is everything out there, basically finished pretty much where it started for the day. So kind of a net zero day, but obviously the indices didn't reflect that. But anyways, still pushing some new highs and new lows. So still bullish, not anything to panic about. It's when these reverse that we obviously are in a downtrend or a confirmed downtrend. So one day does not make a market panic, that's for sure. Any thoughts before we jump into the indices and stocks?
No, I completely agree with everything you said, for sure. Just a net zero on tick, and yet indices show a completely different story, for sure.
So here's the Compex, right? Nasdaq.
Yep.
Zoom in here a little bit. What do you see?
Yes. Yeah, so we close greater than 2% down on higher volume, or 0.2% down on higher volume, and registered distribution day. So you got to take that into account. Obviously, the best tell is how leadership's doing, and we can get into that a little bit later in terms of stocks to look at to gauge that. But yeah, the indices had a pretty poor day, afternoon, I guess.
Right. Yeah, interesting. So we're going to jump
Yep.
over to the SPX. So here's the S&P 500. A little bit more movement here. A little stronger volume action too.
Yep, another distribution day on the SPX as well. So double distribution days for the major indices, while we have the Dow and the Russell just completely chilling wherever they are.
Yeah, I don't usually watch the Dow, but IWM for the Russell is a good proxy. So the ETF IWM can give us
Yep.
some indication here. It too pulled back, but not on strong volume or stronger volume. You can see the previous 2 days were stronger. So
Yeah.
okay, so what do you want to look at?
Let's go Tesla.
All right, Tesla pocket pivot, major move today, strong volume day two after news of the S&P 500 inclusion. What are your thoughts?
Yeah, this is a great one. We could easily see tomorrow if market pressure is lifted, a push to 500. We could also see some sideways action under 500, which would be totally welcome, so we can get a viable pivot again without feeling too extended. But love the volume, love the price action. Closed not not entirely on the highs, but decently close comparatively speaking to the rest of the action in the indices and the rest of the stocks we're looking at.
Right. Yesterday we talked about this convergence of this, where you have the 50-day, which is solid yellow, the green, which is a solid, which is a 10, and then you've got the 21-day, which is the purple, and they're all kind of hidden in here. The reason I bring those up is that confluence is a very, very strong support layer, and you can see now we're starting to get that separation because we're moving up. I mean, it's natural, of course, but we're starting to lose that confluence. How does that impact your positioning and entry if you were to take something or get interested in getting a bigger position on in Tesla, which we presently have a position on right now?
Sure. Yeah, I'd want to just see how it acts versus each of those lines. So we can see the 10-day moving to the low of that gap. So once that fully gets there, it's a good point of support. And then it's the same thing. If the 21 follows up, gets the low of that gap, and then the 50-day low of that gap, if all three of those can get above, and any retrace down to that level would be a great risk-reward opportunity in terms of support buying.
Yep.
But yeah, it's with this gap, and everything else acting poorly. It's kind of just how Tesla acts. It goes when no one's expecting it to.
Yeah, exactly. Okay. What's the next one you want to look at?
Let's look at Snap.
Okay.
Yep, held up comparatively well, especially considering, like I said, the rest of the market. Low volume today, not a lot of sellers. Supply's low, which is a positive. So I imagine if market pressure lifts, this will move higher as well. And we're in and out of this. We've gone to mainly cash after today, but we'll continue to find support buys near the 21 EMA or 40 kind of psychological level, and then we'll just manage risk accordingly. But this one's a super strong one.
Sure. Did you say pins is next?
Yeah, we'll just do pins.
Okay.
Kind of the same deal. A little bit higher volume than yesterday, which is a positive considering it was a strong day compared to the rest of the market. So yeah, it's just moving up slowly but surely.
Yeah.
So just we got to imagine a down day's coming soon after 6 straight up days. So yeah, on decreasing volume as well.
Right. Okay. Anything else you want to look at?
I mean, those are the main ones I'm looking at into tomorrow. I have written down NVIDIA had earnings after hours, and I think they're down maybe 2%. It was a great report from what I read. So I imagine that'll trickle over to how AMD acts tomorrow as well.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
So those were some other ones we're watching in the semiconductor space just because that sector is so strong consistently. So I think it's a good proxy on market health when the majority of that area is over its 50-day.
Right, yeah. Another one that is always good is AMAT, of course.
Yep.
Just reported. So that's a one to keep an eye on. And then Taiwan Semiconductor TSM.
Yep, that's a great one.
That's also another one that's in the same space and seems to be doing all right.
Yeah, I have a whole list of semis, but all of them are constructively
Okay.
actioning. I mean, look at IPHI.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So I mean, no volume.
Right. No volume, and would like to see a little closer convergence, but yeah, no, I get it.
Sure. Yeah.
All right. So what's the plan for tomorrow?
Well, we put on some SQQQ into the close on market weakness. We cut new positions that didn't have huge cushions. And at that point, we're just going to sit. And like I said, the previous videos that haven't, worked to get uploaded, but the message is still the same. It's continue to watch, build notes, build watch lists, and take it day by day, level by level.
Sounds good. All right. Well, good luck to us, and good luck to everyone who's watching this. No option trades, but we'll continue to watch that side too, and when they pop up, we'll make sure people know about them. So, all right. Well, thanks a lot.
Thank you.